You know, guys, I think it's finally time we do the challenge about between a cheap box fan and an expensive box fan. I've seen a lot of collectors do this comparison, and I wanted to try it for myself now that I got the Vornado. So, for the cheap box fan, of course, we have our Lasko 733 or B2200. I paid $10 for this at an auction. And then, of course, the Vornado model, model 810 that I paid $64.99 for at Costco. The manufacturers are obviously lying. Apparently, you're not the 8000 CFM because we got a new contestant. I'm always 8000 CFM. You can't do this. You can't compare me. I'll always win. I'm always 8000 CFM. No, you're not. I'm the new 8000 CFM box fan. I'm way better than you, loser. Okay, I cannot decide which one of you I would choose. I mean, you'd be a good fan, but you're apparently just cheap and terrible. And you're a very strong one, but you're more expensive. But we're gonna try it out anyway. I know I had to do this, and I'll definitely compare it with other fans too to see how this fan compares, because I never had one of these in the collection before. So the Lasko is a 20-inch, whereas with this Vornado, it's actually, the whole thing's 20 inches across, but the fan unit is 18 inches, so it's basically an 18-inch box fan, if you think about it. So a close-up look at it, here's the Lasko. Yeah, you can tell it's pretty cheap and made of completely of plastic. And yeah, it's got just a handle and switch all the time. With the Vornado, however, this is actually pretty decent. This is a very rugged design, and it has better quality plastic. And it has a lot more thicker plastic blades than the Lasko. Looking at the top of these two, we can see that the Vornado is actually clearly a little bit wider. Yeah, I think this one has better quality than this one. Now here's the back of both of them. You guys can see that this one actually has a different type of fan unit, and it has a kickstand, which this one does not have. Also, since this one does not have, this one here does not have a cord wrap, so that means I have to wrap the cord around the handle, which this one has a cord wrap, as you guys can see. Now with this one, you do not have a kickstand, so it's only in one position. But this one, you can tilt it up to at least 45 degrees, and then you have a fan with a kickstand on it. Just kind of nice. So therefore, expensive box fan, it wins. But apparently now, another thing to note is that the Lasko is 3-speed instead of 5-speed like the Vornado, and it does not have a timer. Yeah, and I'm not sure what makes this one a lot heavier than this one, but it's definitely something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unwrap these fans cords now, and then I'll go ahead and plug them in and we'll start them up. Yeah, this is so inconvenient not having a cord wrap, and then tucking it under the handle is not. I do as well. So that's terrible. I mean, this is not my type of box fan, but it's not a terrible fan for performance. At least that's all I know. Oops. So for cord convenience, cable convenience, the Vornado would definitely win over this one. There you go. That was painful. And this one just has a built-in cord wrap on the back, as you guys can see, and then it keeps the cord even more organized, and you can just unravel it like this. Simple. Here we go with both on full power. Okay, I'm not sure why it fell down. I think it was on something, that's why it fell. But look, circling the air is bouncing off the bed, and then it's circulating throughout the air. It's coming from this, and it's blowing the curtain around, and it's also blowing the string from the ceiling fan. Of course, this is louder, but it blows a lot more air than that. Let's go down to speed number 2. Thank God this thing actually didn't survive. Thank God this fan survived when it fell over, because it I think it was on this roll of tape right here. Or maybe it was on the cord somewhere and it fell. And it's still, technically, I guess, at the same noise level. I can probably hear this one a bit more than that one. But that's going to change when we go down to speed 1. Yeah, it's, now I can barely hear the Lasco, but I can barely hear the Vornado, but I can hear the Lasco a bit more. Let's check the airflow. Oh. I honestly don't know. Let's change them back up to speed number 3, or all with the full power, and we're gonna see how they compare. All over. Yeah, this one's powerful. This one is turning also very powerful too, but it's not as powerful as this one. So now let's go and get what we get. Let's see what we get for a spin down. My first time ever experiencing that one falling over. It's not because it was out of balance and it was so strong it fell over, but it was because it was on something that made it fall over. But that was the reason why. And it also has a better spin down. I think it has ball bearings. Yeah. And this one here has more of a convenient carry handle because of how heavy it is. So I guess that does kind of make a bit more sense. So there you go. That's the fair comparison. I guess for now let's go over the features of these fans. For build quality, the Vornado is more heavy and it's more solid, so I guess I'd give the win to the Vornado. As for noise, I guess I'd give the win to the for high I'd give the win to the Lasco, but for low I'd give the win to the Vornado. Now for airflow, the Vornado was a bit more like a hurricane than the Lasco, so it's a win for the Vornado. And as for price, I guess I'm not sure what I would win for that. I guess this fan was worth the $65 that I paid for it. But yeah, so there you go, a fair comparison between these two box fans. I've been waiting a long time to buy this fan so I compare them and to have this fan in my collection. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, catch you guys in the next fan video. Peace.